where's Billy Dean been? What have I been doing? Well, I have been home quite a bit this year, doing a lot of research and trying to complete some projects that I've been working on for some time. And I realized if I didn't take the time to complete some of these, time was going to run out. I was going to be busy for the next 2 or 3 years touring. This would be a great time to finish up some music projects I wanted to do. I had a lot of new music. But mainly, the number one priority for me this year has been this book that I'm working on about my dad and his 3 brothers who served in World War II. I received over 100 letters, newspaper clippings, and just an abundance of information that was historical. I discovered so much. First of all, I discovered how much I really like history, especially when it's your family playing a role in history, in the American history, in the American story. It gave me an idea that I wanted to share with you guys. I was not a great student. It took so much concentration for me to read a book and try to retain it that I would actually fall asleep. It took that much concentration and I never retained it. I'm a learner that has to touch, see, feel, and touch. Well, I said that. I have to experience something for it to be retained in my brain. That's why I like traveling. I like to see things and touch things and experience things. Then I tend to remember them, So it gave me an idea. Why not find out more about the history of my family? What a great way for each and every one of us Americans to hand down your American story to your kids and your grandkids. They may not care much about it, when they're in their teens or 20s or 30s, but when you get older, as I am now, 63 years old now, you care a great deal about it because there's a lot of the resources like aunts and uncles who are no longer here that I wish I could have asked questions about some of these topics. I wish I had gotten them on camera. I wish I had gotten them recorded, audio or something, without having to try to recall all the stories from memory. For example, a good friend of mine finds out that his dad had a Bronze Star from World War II. And he knew his dad served, but he had no idea that his dad had a Bronze Star until just a few days ago. It got me thinking that each and every one of us Americans who have history in this country should have a family history book. One that tells your family story as well as teaches American history surrounding your family's circumstances at the time. I felt a great sense of pride knowing that I share the same DNA as some of the greatest generation, my uncles, war heroes. Having read the letters by my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunts and uncles from the 1940s, it really gave me a sense of who they were, even though I didn't know them. They died before I was born, but I feel like I know them now. I feel like I know what they stood for. I feel like I know what they expected from future generations of the Dean family and what these boys were sacrificing their lives for. I encourage each and every one of us to take a look back at our family, the circumstances surrounding them, get to know what America was like and how they affected change and how the change affected them. I encourage you to write it down so the next generation can see how we're evolving as a people, as an American family, as a country. Then they'll know how to build upon that and what is expected of them.